Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Well, today I thought I would go over some of the EDC gear that I have been carrying recently, because it has been a while since I have done a proper kind of pocket dump video. So yeah, but before we get into that though, I have two channels that I would like to give a shout out to that recently did sticker swaps with me. One of them is Luke's Knife Point of View, and then Tommy Boy Knives and EDC, both great channels. If you haven't already, go check both of them out. I will be pinning them down below in either the title or the description of this video if you want to go check them out. Both great channels. And I'm sorry guys that it's taken me a while to get to these shoutouts, because they sent them to me a little while ago, so apologies for taking so long to get to these guys. But yeah, go check out these channels, and thank you again for the wonderful stickers that you both sent to me. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into some of the EDC gear that I have been carrying lately. First off, let's just go over the pens really quick. So this is a Kaweco Sport. You've probably seen this in some of my other videos before, but it is just a olive green fountain pen, nice compact, great for the pocket. It has a steel nib that is gold plated, or not gold plated, but colored. It's got that gold color to the nib. Kaweco Collection. This is a limited edition. Then we also have two other pens right here. This is the Uniball 1. I have not done a video on this one yet. Right there you can see the Uniball 1. This is a gel point. This is a gel pen. This one right here is the 0.5 millimeter gel pen. Really nice. I've really been enjoying carrying that one lately. And then also I do have a video on this pen right here. I have a review on it. But this is the Uni Jetstream. This is a multi-pen. You got red, blue, and black right there. If you want to check the video out, I'll put a little thing right there if you want to go check the video on this pen out. Really great multi-pen. I really like it. And yeah, so those are kind of the pens that I've been carrying recently. And then let's go into the knives I've been carrying recently. This one right here is the Rosecraft Senator. I forget what the designation of this one is. Right here we have the model number. It is the, come on camera focus, the RCT021 RSW, and then D2 steel, and then Andy Armstrong's maker mark right there. Yeah, really great knife. Gorgeous, gorgeous sandalwood on this one. I mean, look at this. I love that. The grain in there and the texture to that. Really, really nice. Just a gorgeous knife. And then we have that lamb's foot blade there. And you can see I've got tape and gunk on it because I have been using this knife. This is one of my favorite Rosecraft knives. It just feels really good in the hand. Yeah, I love the Senator pattern. We also have this spade shield right there. Good half stop on the blade. So yeah, that's one of the knives I have been carrying recently. And this next knife here I have been carrying in a 1931 Leatherworks slip. Just a gorgeous slip right here with that brown leather, and then we have that purple stitching, which I got the purple stitching to kind of felt like it would go well with the purple and brown would go well with that gray bone right there of this Rosecraft knife. And right there, just a really nice slip, leather slip right there from 1931 Leatherworks. And then right here we have the Rosecraft Briar Patch Jack, which the name of this knife kind of confuses me because it's not a jackknife, because it's got knife blades coming out from both ends. So the name of this knife kind of confuses me, but it's in that Rosecraft's gray bone. And just look at that gray bone. There's some really nice color in there. We have the Rosebud shield. Then we have a clip point blade on that side with Rosecraft stamped right there. And I still have the China sticker on this side of the blade. And then we also have this right there. We have the D2 steel and the model number RCT012, and then Andy Armstrong's maker mark right there. So yeah, and then we also have a second blade on this one, which is just kind of a rarity for Rosecraft, doing a two-bladed knife. But then we also have a lamb's foot blade as well, which is very, very nice. This might be my favorite blade shape. I don't know. It's kind of a tie between this and like a Warncliffe or maybe sheep's foot. No, I think the lamb's foot is my favorite blade shape. It's just such a versatile blade shape, really good for like getting down there with the tip and good utility cuts. Yet you still have a really good tip on it. You do have some nice swedging on that blade right there. Yeah, just a really cool, and half stops on both of those blades as well. Just a really nice two-bladed cigar pattern knife. Really like that. Big fan of this knife. I've carried this quite a bit recently. Then we have one more Rosecraft in this bunch of knives that I've been carrying recently. And this. It is the Mud Creek Congress, which is one of their recent additions to the Rosecraft line of knives. And then we have this, oh, I forget, is that Rosecraft? Is it the Rosebud Shield? And that's just the Rose Shield? I can't remember what the shield is named. Maybe, it might be the Rose Bomb Shield is what that's named. I think that's what they call it. They call it the Rose Bomb Shield. But anyway, we have a really nice single-bladed Congress. I do wish this knife, they went with a two-bladed Congress, but still I'm super excited that Rosecraft made a Congress knife because this is my favorite knife pattern, so it's really cool to get a Congress to the Rosecraft lineup. And we have this really nice, really thin, slicey Wharncliffe blade on there with a gorgeous, gorgeous swedge on there. Apologize for all the kind of muck on the blade there, but I have been using this knife, so yeah, I use my knives and they get dirty, but easy enough to clean them off. Do have a nice half stop and some gorgeous green micarta as well. Then we have right there the D2 steel, Andy Armstrong's maker mark, RCT 028 LGM, right there. Yeah, good snap on that blade. Yeah, just really, really like this knife. Big fan of it. It's green. It's a Congress, my favorite pattern. Just fits really well in my hand. I do have my hands are kind of on the smaller side, so someone with bigger hands. Looks like you still, even if you have like medium-sized hands, looks like you still get quite a bit of room on that handle, which is very nice. Nice, thin, single-bladed knife. Kind of wish it was two-bladed, but I'm not going to complain too much about that. Love that knife. Really nice knife. Then we also have a Rosecraft, or not a Rosecraft, a Rough Rider. This is from their carbon lineup with the yellow handles. Not sure if this knife's still available. We got a little bit of a patina right there on the blade there. Matte strike nail pull. Nice swedge on that clip point blade right there. And yeah, I've used this knife quite a bit recently. And it's just a Barlow, just a great classic pattern. Fits the hand really well. One of my favorite patterns. Just a great knife. Half stops on the blades there, and then we also have a very nice pen blade. A little mushy on that opening there. Might have to put some oil. We do have and this is carbon steel, so we do have a little bit of patina on it. Very nice. I like how Rosecraft does offer some carbon steel options over their stainless steel. So yeah, blade's a little bit scratched up, but that's just what you're going to get from using the knife. Overall, really great knife. Yeah, good overall fit and finish as well. Kind of what you expect from Rosecraft. And then we do have one modern knife I've recently been carrying. This is the MKM Isanzo, this particular one with the green micarta and the bronze backspacer and the M390 blade steel. This was a Blade HQ exclusive at one point. I don't know if they've brought back this one or not, if it's still available at all. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, I know the Isanzo is available in the different variants as well, so you should be able to find this knife somewhere out there. But this is a really nice knife. This is a Voxnez design, I believe. Right there, there's his maker's mark, and made by... I can't make that out. Yeah, really, really nice knife, made in Magaro, Italy. It is on the smaller side now, since I've kind of have smaller hands, it just fits my hand like a glove. Big fan of this knife, really like it. This is one of the first kind of higher end knives I actually bought. Looks like we have kind of a stonewashed finish on that blade steel. We do have a wire pocket clip. It's not quite deep carry, so there's going to be a little bit poking out of your pocket, but pretty subtle still, just a tiny bit going to be poking out of your pocket. It's a liner lock knife, and just this action. The detent is a little stiff. Like there, I had a little bit of trouble, but it just flies out of there. It just takes a little bit of force, but it flies out of there when you push it like that. Yeah, just a little bit stiff detent there, but overall really good knife and pretty good lockup right there on the liner lock. And then we do have jimping up there, so you can kind of do that, get your finger there, or just put it on top like that. Finger choil, or the choil right there probably isn't good to use as a finger choil, but you can still, even if like you get 3 fingers, it still feels really good in the hand because your 4th finger just kind of goes over the rounded off end of the knife. Just feels really good in the hand either way, whether 4 fingers or 3 fingers. Just a really well designed knife, in my opinion, and one of my favorite modern knives. And also we have one more knife right here, and that is the, well, first off, it's in a traditional pocket knives slip right there. These are really nice. You get them for a pretty good price as well on the Traditional Pocket Knives website. Not sponsored by them, but I just like buying from that company. And this right here is actually a knife by Traditional Pocket Knives, or C. Reisner Cutlery. Right there, this is the Kentucky Holler Jack. Right there. Right there we have the, come on focus, C. Reisner right there, and then 154 cm as the blade steel. And then you have a nice half stop on this blade. And then right there, Kentucky Holler Jack. This is a really great knife, and I got this one in the abalone. And actually right now, I think they dropped a few more variants of this knife recently on Traditional Pocket Knives. So if you're interested in purchasing one of these knives, go over there and check those out. Again, not sponsored. I just really like this knife, and I think it's a good design. Fits, yeah, not sponsored, but just a great company, and I like purchasing knives from them. But yeah, just a really great knife. Pretty thick blade stock here, but that kind of was good for the blade steel of choice right here. But it does come down to a pretty thin edge with that hollow grind there. We do have a kind of a nail nick or long pull there, which is interesting because this is an easy open knife, so you really don't need it. So it's kind of an interesting design choice, but I don't think it looks bad on the blade. I think it looks kind of, it's basically a fuller for the knife, so I wonder if they did it to reduce weight or not. We do have the screwed it together construction right there, that gorgeous abalone right there. Sadly, this abalone version is no longer available, but again, they do have other versions of this knife available if you're interested in it. Yeah, just a really nice knife, a good kind of modern traditional knife. Big fan of it. This is kind of a, this is one of my favorite Sunday carries actually, because of that. The abalone kind of just dresses up the knife a little bit right there. So yeah, that's it for the knives that I've been carrying, and also kind of my flashlight of choice has changed recently. I've been carrying the i3T2 EOS recently, just because it's a smaller one over my, I used to carry the Streamlight Stylus Pro. It was just a bit longer and would get caught on my phone. I would take it out of my pocket. This flashlight is just a bit shorter and actually gives you more power for the light. So, and you also get you get two modes. You get a dimmer mode and then a bright mode. So that is really nice. So this is switched to being my main flashlight carry. And I also have a second one of these actually in kind of a dragon. It's a dragon and phoenix style, which I think that one was a limited edition. The Dragon Phoenix one. And then for my notebook recently, we have this Midori Diamond memo pad. Just a nice thin memo pad with fountain pen friendly paper. And I think, yeah, and then we got the lines on here, very nice in that green. Nice subtle line patterns. I like it how it is kind of, so we got these more subtle lines in the middle here, but then we have the marked out lines to kind of give you a way to kind of organize stuff on here if you want to. I just use it for either writing any ideas I have when I'm out and about, or writing down, what's the word? Or just writing down like things to do, like things at work and stuff. Just a very handy little notepad that I've been carrying around recently, and fountain pen friendly. And then I've also been carrying around a bunch of different EDC handkerchiefs, these are actually bandanas that I bought at Hobby Lobby. You can get one of these bandanas, and there's a bunch of different variants. There's the classic paisleys, there's special prints like this kind of leopard print, but you can buy these at Hobby Lobby, at least where I live. Let me see if I can find the tag. Wherever you live, it may vary on the price, but where I live, you can buy them for 99 cents. So it's just a really great, inexpensive handkerchief, 100% cotton, really nice. Really like carrying these things, and I would need to do a video on handkerchiefs, maybe. I don't know if I'll ever get to it or not, but handkerchiefs are really handy. I kind of, that was something I didn't think I really needed in my EDC until I tried it out and started carrying it, and yeah, they're very handy. I mean, if you have like a water spill that you need to wipe up, if you have this in your pocket, you can just grab it really quick, wipe up the water. Or if you just need to wipe something off, just a handy thing to have. Prefer the 100% cotton or microfiber are probably best for those. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what I've kind of, and this isn't an extensive list. These are just kind of some of the main EDC items I have been carrying recently. There's a few others, but for time's sake, I didn't include them all. But yeah, so that's kind of it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Keep your pens filled and your knife sharp, and I'll see you later.